Hi, I'm Kathy Berry, registered dietitian with the city's Fountain of Health Wellness Program. On today's Time to Be Well, we will be speaking with Mayor Pro Tem Cindy Circo at the community gardens about locally grown produce and how you can incorporate them into your healthy diet. We'll be making a power salad with a garden fresh gazpacho, so stick around.
I'm so excited to be here at Eastwood Hills Community Garden after a fresh rain, listening to the birds and then seeing all the progress that has happened over the last year with the beds and the plants and the gardeners all participating, and it is a great community asset. I'm here with Ben Sharda from Kansas City Community Gardens. Ben, it's nice to have you here today.
Thank you.
What are better plants to grow in Kansas City?
Well, we can grow almost everything here. You just have to grow it in the right seasons, but we can grow all the great stuff like peppers, tomatoes, even things like okra and sweet potatoes grow really well here, even though we're not in the South, but you can grow pretty much all of it.
With small yards or garden, what are the better plants to use in those?
Things that don't spread too much, so things like peppers work really well, greens, eggplant. Herbs work really well in pots, but in a raised bed, even like this, you can grow almost anything, just it doesn't take up too much space, so it works great.
And everybody loves a good tomato right out of their backyard.
Everybody loves a good tomato. That is the #1 vegetable, absolutely.
Ben, let's talk about a little bit of the benefits of gardening.
Okay. Well, just out here in the community site, it's nice. People like growing their own food because then they know what's in their food. A lot of people are concerned about organic food and the chemicals that go into food today. But if you're growing your own, you can have organic food and it's local. You don't have to go even to the store to get it.
Well, and for me as a council person, we've really tried to make our neighborhood approach to improving our neighborhoods holistic. And so getting people outside of their homes, engaged in their community, getting exercise, meeting their neighborhood, and gardening promotes all of that.
Absolutely. No, those are all great things that happen, and we like seeing that. And it's just really interesting to see how people connect with each other. They become friends, people that they didn't know before, and they learn from each other. So it's really great just to see people connect. So
you're getting healthy food, a healthy individual, and then a healthy community.
Healthy community, that's right. That's what it's all about.
If a person wanted to get involved in this community garden, what are some of the steps that they would take to do that?
Well, they can contact our office. We're in Swope Park, and just call or find us on the web, look for Kansas City Community Gardens, and then they sign up and become a member, and then they'll rent a plot here, and they can sign up for a bed, and with their membership they get seeds and plants, so pretty much everything you need to get started.
So you can really be a novice and get right into the gardening game right here in Kansas City with a support group at the same time.
Absolutely, because you've got a built-in support group. People who've been gardening for 50 years will be right nearby, and they can give you all kinds of information.
Thank you, Ben, for being here today. We really appreciate you taking your time out to show me and the rest of Kansas City all the good work that Kansas City Community Gardens are doing and sharing how other Kansas Cityans can get involved.
That is great. No, we are so glad to be here, and we're glad for all the wonderful support we've gotten from the city.
Great.
Thank you.
And now let's join Kathy in the kitchen, who's going to make some gazpacho soup and power spinach salad.
Gazpacho is a great summer dish, and it's a wonderful use of a bumper crop of tomatoes from the community garden or your own backyard. It's a classic Spanish dish. You can prepare it ahead of time and keep it in your refrigerator for a couple of days. The flavors mingle and they become better as time goes on. You can use it for an appetizer or you can use it for a main dish. I love to make gazpacho in the summertime. It's very simple, and this is how you do it. So I like to take some fresh tomatoes. We've got about 4 big tomatoes here, and I like to put them in my food processor. So they have a nice little dice on them, but then we want to kind of chop them a little bit more so that they can get a little juicier. So give those a little pulse. Put them in our bowl. Gazpacho is just it's just wonderful. You're gonna love it if you've never prepared it before. It's really a summer treat. So let's get our tomatoes in there. If you don't have a food processor, no need to go purchase one. Just get a nice fine dice on your tomatoes and then take one of those old-fashioned potato mashers and just do that. But if you've got a food processor, it's pretty simple. So there's our tomatoes. The redder they are, the better. Those big heirloom tomatoes are delicious with this. We're also going to pop in some nice red bell pepper. Red bell pepper is really good for you, high in vitamin C, antioxidants, another superfood. We're going to give those a little chop. Yes. And, oh, they smell delicious. There's nothing better than fresh red peppers from the garden. Some cucumber. If you've got a bumper crop of cucumber, this is a nice recipe for that as well. The cucumber just gives it a really fresh, bright flavor. Look at that. And now we're going to add a little bit of red onion, which is always good. Red onions just have a little bit more zip than a standard yellow onion or Vidalia onion, so that's pretty tasty. And we're done with our food processor. So let's toss this in there. Look at that. Just look at those colors. We've got peppers, we've got tomatoes, onion, cucumber. That's gorgeous. Now, what we're going to do with that is we're going to add some tomato juice. And this is the soup part. And then this is just going to marry all these flavors together in your refrigerator. If you like it a little saucier, you can add some more tomato juice. If you like some heat, you could add a jalapeno. I prefer to have all the flavors of the vegetables myself. And then the seasoning to this is very, very simple. Of course, you know me. I must have garlic. So we're going to add a little bit of garlic. Very, very good for you. We are going to add some good olive oil. Now let's talk a minute about the healthy fats. There are the good fats and there are the bad fats. The good fats are the monounsaturated fats, and one fat in particular, the omega-3 that comes from a polyunsaturated, are very, very good for you. They increase your HDLs, they reduce your LDLs. Your HDLs are the part of your cholesterol that are like little scrub brushes and go through your arteries and help clean them. So you want these good fats. Don't think that everything needs to be fat-free. You need healthy fats to make that happen. The bad fats are, especially the one that's the worst, is the trans fat, the partially hydrogenated, or the hydrogenated anything. If it has that hydrogenated word on it, it's a trans fat and it's not good for you. The saturated fats aren't great for us, but they're not as awful as the trans fats. And you get saturated fats from animal proteins, or they are animal fats, and they are the fats that come from things like bacon, sausage, those hard at room temperature fats. So this one is a good one. This is a good olive oil. So we're going to add that. That gives it a really beautiful flavor. I don't think there's anything that smells better than onions and garlic sauteing in olive oil. It's just a beautiful, fragrant smell. So we're going to add that olive oil in this gazpacho. Look at that. And then we're going to add some red wine vinegar. Vinegar is supposed to be pretty good for you as well. Look at that. And that, my friends, is gazpacho. You saw how long it took to put together, and it's beautiful. It makes a very, very nice appetizer. And sometimes I like it just as a main dish, a nice bowl of gazpacho with a nice piece of garlic toast right on top of it and maybe some grilled shrimp on the side. Perfect dinner. How we're going to prepare this is we have our gazpacho, and this is going to be our appetizer. And to go right along with this, we are going to make I call it a power salad. And it's great. So this is just a beautiful summer, delicious dinner. So here's our gazpacho, and we're going to move on to our power salad.
Hi guys, it's me again, Leah, fitness specialist here at Fitness Source. And again, we are on location in our group exercise room, and I'm here to show you another move to do that's easy, and you can do it anywhere from home to the gym to your office. What you're going to do is do a side bicep curl with your arms out to the side, curl it in, take it back out. Now the difference between this exercise and some of the other bicep curls is that you're putting a lot more pressure on your shoulders as well as your biceps. We're gonna have a nice wide base, bending those knees so that you're nice and stabilized throughout the whole exercise. Bring your weights up and out to the side. Curl and back out. Curl and back out. Again, you're really working your biceps, but also you're working on those shoulders because you know I like multi-joint exercises. Also, you wanna make sure that every time you curl in, you exhale. Come out, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This next exercise is a tricep kickback. We're going to use our weights again. Get a nice wide base so that we're nice and stable. Keep your head and chest up, kick it back, kick it forward. You're really concentrating on working those triceps. Now with this particular exercise, you want to make sure you're not swinging your arms, or else you won't get the benefit of working those tricep muscles. You want nice, slow, and controlled movements. Good job, guys.
So a great accompaniment to that gazpacho with those beautiful fresh tomatoes is a power salad. I made this power salad a few weeks ago. I went hiking with some girls in Arizona, and we came back from our hike and everyone was famished and hot, and we prepared this and it was absolutely delicious. So I wanted to make it for you today. So we've got a beautiful bed of lettuce, spinach, pardon me, and to that we're going to add some nicely fresh cooked chicken. So we're going to add that on top of it. And then we've got some beautiful cherry tomatoes, good source of vitamin C, lycopene, look at that, pretty. And some avocado, another really healthy fat. Don't be afraid to eat some healthy fat. Healthy fats help you absorb other nutrients and they reduce your cholesterol. Avocado is one of those. And we're going to add some corn. We've got some fresh kernels of corn here. Those are delicious. And we've got a little feta cheese. I like feta cheese. You could also use goat cheese. I'm a fan of feta. It's low fat. It's got a big flavor profile. Really nice. And my favorite are some pine nuts. So you can see why we call that a power salad. Everything in here is absolutely power-packed with nutrition, vitamins, nutrients, healthy ingredients. We've got really good protein. We've got really good fiber. We've got really good fruit, vegetables in there. So very, very good. Lots of flavor. And then with that, we're going to make a classic French dressing, which, you know, you don't have to purchase a bottled dressing. A simple French dressing is made with 3 ingredients. You've got olive oil and a nice vinegar and some Dijon mustard to bind it together. So typically it's 1 part of olive oil and 2 parts of vinegar And then we're going to add some simple Dijon mustard, like a tablespoon or so, teaspoon, tablespoon, whatever you like. We're going to add some salt. And we're going to add some pepper. Fresh ground pepper is always delicious. And we're going to just whisk that together. So we're simply going to just dress our salad with this nice little French dressing. It's very simple. You can add fresh herbs if you like, but it's very simple to make, and it's typically things that you would have in your refrigerator. So there you have it, a beautiful power salad, and it has fresh grown cherry tomatoes and corn, which you could grow in your own garden or at the community garden. And along with that, we have a beautiful bowl of gazpacho. This is a perfect, healthy summer meal. For your convenience, these recipes can be found at kcmo.org/wellkc. Thank you for watching today. I'm Kathy Berry, your dietitian with the Fountain of Health. Thank you for taking care of yourself through healthy living and a healthy lifestyle.